This is Two Teachers Chat with your hosts, Brenda McCrate and Peggy Wilbur.
We are Two Teachers
Chat. I had a question, which in observing children, there are the ones that just love to be structured and please and be respectful. And
Actually, the
feel
majority
good with
of
it.
children,
Yes.
I think, honestly.
I would agree with that. On occasion, due to some reason that we often don't know why, a child will not be ready to walk respectfully. Let's say it's coming back from recess or back from lunch. What do you suggest for what teachers could do in that situation?
Well, you really have to know your children. And let's face it, a lot of the problems we deal with as we're trying to get them in the room to learn are after recess, when they've had unstructured time and things happen.
Or they've come back from another classroom, let's say specials, and it did not go well there.
Yeah, that can happen
too. They're feeling anxiety. There's some, what works there?
You have to be observant, and you have to know your kids. Now, I talked previously about what I consider the ornery kid. Okay, the kid who says, "I don't have to do what the teacher says. I can just mess around in line. What's she gonna do?" Those are the kids I will take their hands and I will walk with them, and they don't like that because it's not good attention.
It's walk with me.
It's walk with
hold
me, hold my hand.
And how do you walk the other students then in that case?
Well, if there's a kid who struggles or has, let's just say has issues on the playground, and I've had several of them, okay? So right away, or in specials, they're in line, and if you're watching everybody's faces and you're saying, "Please show me respectful line behavior, have your hands by your side, be looking forward, put your feet quietly, turn off your voice, blah, blah, blah," whatever. And they're just, and you can just see they're trying, because usually they try, but they're not succeeding. And sometimes you just need to help that child. So this is assuming that you've pretty much trained the rest of the class. So I would go stand by that child. If they're up to it, put an arm on their shoulder, put an arm, kind of there, because that proximity is huge for any kind of misbehaviors or problems. And if they're open to the touch, we know that touch is healing and that helps. And then I would say, "Johnny, can you hold the door for us? Susie, can you lead us out, take us to the next corner?" Everybody's walking respectfully. And then I'm by Jess over here saying, "Jess, I don't want to hear all the details, but did something happen at recess? Or did something happen?" And he's probably going, "Okay. Now, can we take a deep breath? Take a deep breath for me. Big breath in, big breath out. Good, let's take one more. Okay, now, did you talk to the teacher about it? Okay, good. No, you didn't?
I did, but...
You did. Okay, so you're not happy with what happened? No. Okay, can you breathe in? Breathe out again. Okay, we're going to try to leave that here, and when you and I can find time, we'll talk about it. But we have to get back to math. Can you do that for me? Can you breathe? Okay. And honestly, we'd be walking down the hallway by this time. And, if I needed to say, "Susie, stop. Thank you." Okay, everybody's quiet. I'm looking back there, but I'm still talking to Jessie. Okay, so was it with someone in the class? Yes. Okay, who was it?
Alice.
Okay, so you and I and Alice will talk. Do you need to be apologized to? Or do you need to apologize to Alice? Both? Okay, we'll talk about that. Now, if we're walking a long way down the hall, then I would even have time to say, "Alice, can you come here, sweetie pie?" Okay, and I'm walking Jessie on one side, Alice on the other. I'm in between. I'm going to say, "Okay, so Alice, Jessie says," okay, and then we'd go into I statements. I don't like it when. And Jessie,
Oh.
I don't like it when. What did she do? You call me a name. Okay. Alice, what would you do for that? I need to say I'm sorry. Okay. Look Jessie in the eye, because we've taught how to apologize. Remember, I've taught them this, so they know. Say, I'm sorry for calling you a name. I'm sorry for calling you a name. I won't do it again. I won't do it again. And Jessie says, I accept your apology. And then, Jessie, what do you need to apologize to Alice for? Well, I told on her. Okay, so could you do that? And they do the whole thing, and hopefully all the way back in the hall, we got it all settled. Are we good now? And, unless, I don't know, there's a family feud or something going on, which has happened in my lifetime. But unless that's happening, usually they're good buddies again by then. And they're good to go. And, and if they can't, if they're still too mad, I'm like, okay, we're going to let you guys calm down. I do not want you interacting. I do not want you talking with each other until we get this talked about. And maybe we have 5 minutes at the end of math before we move to reading while everybody's getting their books or whatever. And I pull them over to a corner.
So you're, I'm thinking of the student that often has meltdowns.
Okay.
And so you have walked beside them in the line. You're showing them how to breathe or having them breathe. You're telling them how, that you're going to be probably getting back to
Trying
them.
to resolve the issue the
Right,
best we
okay.
can.
Okay.
Yes.
All the way into the classroom.
Probably.
Okay.
Yeah, unless,
Very good.
After a few minutes.
So
and
it's
they
a
get better.
de-escalation is what you're
Yeah,
saying.
that's
Yes.
what we're trying to do. And they get better. And then there are the kids, who, because they're bigger than everybody else or they have bad motor coordination or whatever, and I've had those kids. They don't ever have quiet feet, and the other kids might go, well, so-and-so doesn't have quiet feet.
Right.
And you can say, some of us have a harder time having quiet feet. I think everybody's trying, so we're just going to go. We're fine. We're not disturbing those first graders. We're fine, because you do have kids who are clumsier or bigger or whatever, or wore squeaky sneakers that day. But
that should be another episode.
It should.
Stopping squeaky sneakers.
I don't know if that's possible, but not unless we have carpet and not linoleum, I'm just saying. But, because fair is not equal.
Fair's not equal.
And you know what? Kids can understand that. And
But
another topic for another day.
That's right. I was going to say,
Really,
we have to
kids
help
can-
them to understand that.
we can.
Yeah.
They can.
Wonderful. Thank you, Brenda.
You're welcome.
Well, we're out of coffee again.
Thank you for watching 2 Teachers Chat. Until next time, and remember, teachers touch lives forever.